We feel that we live in the present. When we open our eyes, we perceive the outside world as it is right now. But we are actually living slightly in the past. It takes time for information from our eyes to reach our brain, where it is processed, analyzed and ultimately integrated into consciousness. Due to this delay, the information available to our conscious experience is always outdated. So why don't we notice these delays? And how does the brain allow us to feel like we are experiencing the world in real time? Let's find out. Consider catching a ball. It takes several dozen milliseconds for information from the eye to reach the brain, and about 120 milliseconds before we can take actions on the basis of that information. During this time, the ball continues to move, so the brain's information about where the ball is will always lag behind where the ball actually is. In sports such as tennis, cricket and baseball, balls travel at speeds well above 100 km per hour, meaning the ball can move more than 3 meters during this lag time. Clearly, if we perceived the ball's position on the basis of the most recent information available to the brain, we would never be able to catch or hit it with any accuracy at all. So how does the brain let us see where the ball is, rather than where it was? Actually, the brain is solving its delay problem by making predictions. In the case of a moving object, it might extrapolate the object's position forward along its perceived trajectory. If that was true, when a moving object suddenly disappeared, for example, by moving clockwise in a circle and disappearing at the 12 o'clock position, our brains acted exactly as if the object was still there and still moving in the 1 o'clock position. In other words, the brain was seeing the object based on where it expected the object to be, rather than based on real information from the eyes. This pattern of brain activity faded only once information from the eyes arrived at the brain to tell it the object had actually disappeared. But why can't we notice these mistakes of our brain? How is it managing this? Actually, when the object suddenly changed direction, it took a while before the brain found out. During that time, it continued extrapolating the object's position along its original trajectory. When the information about the object's actual position finally arrived, the original prediction was quickly overwritten. The brain covered up its mistaken predictions. Like this, it always corrects its mistake without knowing to us. Subscribe for interesting and informative videos like this.